Hey chismosas, hey chismosos, welcome back. Oh girl, this is the wrong channel. I don't know what to call you guys on this channel. Do you guys still want me to call you guys chismosas y chismosos? Because like that's the other channel, the Chisme page. Here, I guess I can still call you guys that because I'm on this channel. I'm still going to be spilling tea, but it's not going to be like other people's tea. It's going to be my tea. But in today's video, I'm just going to do a little get ready with me because I'm going to be hanging out with my sister. This is the face lotion with SPF on it that I'm using, and then I'm going to be using the same old elf $6 foundation that I always use. This is like, I think this is the one closest to my shade. I don't know, girl, because it matches my neck because my face is pink. So me and my sister are gonna be going to the movie theaters, and then after, like, I don't drink. She asked me like if I wanted to go to like the bars with her, and I don't drink at all. Like, I don't, she wanted to go to the clubs, and like that's just not my crowd. Like, I feel so weird and uncomfortable. Like, I've been to that place that she wanted to go. Well, there's like two popular clubs that are like in front of each other, and then people just like bar hop, and I just didn't want to do that. So I told her like we can go to the movies, we can watch a movie, and then after we can, like, I was like meeting her in the middle, like we can go to like this little restaurant that has like a bar, and then they have like bomb food, so we can get like some appetizers and have like a mai tai or something. Like, I don't ever drink, but like for special occasions I'll have one drink, or like for right now, like my sister wants to like go out and get drinks, so we can do that. I don't know why I look so ugly right now. I think it's just the lighting. I feel ugly right now. Like, let me turn on the other light. Let me change the settings on this because I feel like I look yellow. I don't know. I think I just look weird because I only have foundation, but I wanted to give you guys a little update. So in my last video, I mentioned how like I wasn't working, and it kind of seemed like I had just quit my job to do YouTube full time, but no, like I did like the update so late. That was a really late update. I actually hadn't been working a real job for like a whole year, and I was not planning to go back, girl. Like, I wanted to continue even though I was struggling, like only getting paid $1,000 to $2,000 on YouTube. Girl, nobody can survive off that much living in California. But even though like I was struggling, like I didn't want to go back to work. Out of nowhere, like I was making less and less on YouTube because obviously I was telling you guys how like I've been really like overwhelmed. I feel like I don't really have that much help with the kids. If I want to do like YouTube videos, I don't know, I just have to like do it on my own time because like when you have kids, they need your full attention. So it's already hard to get chores done. So like it's also hard to take time to edit videos, and people think that like, oh, you posted a 10-minute video, like it's nothing, it only took you 10 minutes. And like, no, like that 10-minute video took me 6 hours, and then I'm gonna have to spend like 30 minutes creating the thumbnail, trying to see like which thumbnail looks like it'll catch people's eyes, and then I have to like add tags, and then I have to like see if the video, if I could even get paid for the video. Like, if YouTube doesn't approve it right away when I post it, I have to request for it to be reviewed, and then once I make the video public, then I have to go on Instagram to promote it. So it takes so much work to like do YouTube. But I was really grateful to be able to stay home, but like all of that time that I was like spending on like making a video that like wasn't even getting that many views, that wasn't making me that much money, that was taking a lot of time away from my kids, like I decided like I need to take a break. Like I literally just announced that I'm not working and doing YouTube full time, but then like after I had made that video, like I just started like thinking like, not because of the video, like the video has nothing to do with it, but I'm just saying like what a weird timing that I like just announced after like a whole video of like, okay, so I can never get like, girl, I'm like that SpongeBob meme that says I don't tell stories like this, I tell them like this. So I already forgot like what my other thought was. See, like my brain just ain't right. I'm so stressed out to the point that like I have memory loss. Like yeah, so with like YouTube, like I just started noticing like YouTube wasn't paying that much anymore. Like they would pay me like $10 per 1,000 views. That's not really that much for my channel because like I don't really get that many views, and like there's people that get like 200,000 views, which is like, it adds up for them. Like $10 adds up for them if they get that much views. Like they're getting like 20,000 per video because they're getting hella views, and I'm only getting like what, 1,000 like a month. Girl. So yeah, so then the money just kept getting lower and lower because first of all, like I fell into like a depression. Okay, I need to start doing stuff and while I'm talking, like I'm not a good multitasker. So yeah, I fell like into depression, and I was just getting really overwhelmed like with the kids, and like I would get like frustrated that I could never like just sit down and finish anything. Like I was always interrupted, and if you're a mom, like you already know how that is. Like when you're constantly getting interrupted and you can't finish something in peace, like girl, you can't even take a poop in peace. People are pounding on the freaking door, like screaming and crying that they want to come in while you're doing your business in the bathroom, bombing it with your poop particles. And you're trying to take a shower, but you can only take a 1-minute shower just to rinse your body and get out because people are crying in the room next door. Like it like starts getting like frustrating. So then I noticed like the more and more I kept getting interrupted when I was like doing voiceovers, like I had to like delete that voiceover because like they would be like screaming and like fighting, like wow, like girl, like I have nowhere to hide, like yeah. So they like, I was just getting really stressed out and overwhelmed, and I noticed I was getting like mad at the kids. So I was like, instead of like me getting mad at them, like I'm just gonna go back to work and work part-time at the job that I was working at, that I left, that I never went back to after I had my baby. But girl, can you guys believe my baby's already 1 year and 3 months? Well, he was born in April, May, June, July. So on July 8th, he's gonna be 1 year and 3 months. Crazy. Where was I at? Like at the same grocery store that I was working at, like I would always go there all the time for dinners. And then so yeah, like I would always see my coworkers, they would always be asking me like, are you gonna come back to work? Because like I never told them like, no, I'm like never coming back. Like I just would keep telling them like, oh, like I'm not ready to come back. So they never like fired me. Like I would just tell them like, my baby's too small, I don't have a babysitter. So they never fired me. They just put me under like medical leave. That way, like if I ever wanted to come back, like all I have to do is just give them a doctor's note that like I'm able to work because I'm on medical leave from having a baby. So yeah, like they would always tell me like, oh, are you coming back? Are you coming back? And then there was this one day, like I was telling one of my coworkers, oh, like I'm thinking about coming back because like YouTube like really like isn't paying that much, and I'm just like really stressed out because I don't have anybody to help me watch the kids and entertain them while I'm making the video. So it's just really hard right now. Maybe like I kind of feel like I should come back so I can get a break from doing YouTube, so I can have some income, and And yeah, like I could like when I'm off of work, I would have like give my kids my full attention. And then she's like, oh yeah, let me talk to like the hiring lady, like the one who can like put you back on the schedule. Like, let me call her right now. So then I was like, girl, like don't do all that, like I'm not ready right now. Like I was just thinking about it.
Oh, I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
And she's like, girl, nope, you're doing it right now. So then she like called her and like had her come down here. Like the office is upstairs, and she had her come down there and talk to me, and I was like put on the spot. And then I don't know how to say no, girl, not right now, like she's already here. So then she was like, yeah, sure, like you can come back, just like give us like the note that you like go to the doctors, tell them to give you a note that you're like able to work. And then I was like, okay. So then I did that, and girl, they put me on the schedule right away, that same, literally like a couple of days after I gave them the note. Something just moved. Yeah, so it all happened so fast. Like I was not planning on going back to work, but it all just worked out. And it's like way better getting paid more often. I get paid once a week rather than once a month. It feels so much more like stress relieving to get paid every week, even if it's like a small amount, rather than like having to wait a full month to get your check. Like that's stressful, like only getting paid once a month on YouTube. And then it's unpredictable, like you never know like how much money you're actually gonna make, because it all depends on like how much work you put into it.
Actually, it depends on how many views the ads get, because you can put in so much work and still not get any views at all. And don't forget to watch my fake friend series Story Times on the Chisme with the Mal account.
So tell me why. Let me get into some drama, girl. I'm just using like a really, really light brown. You can't even barely see it. I want my makeup to be like very minimal. I'm putting it all over my lid, and I'm even dragging it out because I'm gonna cut the that's not cutting the crease. I'm gonna cut this. Like I'm gonna obviously like go in with my concealer and do that so it looks like I have like a longer eye. Let's get into the beef, girl. Like my first week back to work and I'm already in some drama. Ain't no way, girl. How could I already be in drama my first week back? So this is what went down. I was minding my business, working my shift, being a cashier, and then Mr. Squidward comes up to me and he was like, so you were on maternity leave and you came back and got your shifts back just like that? And mind you, like he's kind of old and like busted looking. So I was like, oh, like yeah, like why do you need like some advice on like disability or something? Because you know when you go on maternity leave you go on disability, right? I've been working this shift for this many months and then you come back and my hours get cut. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, yeah, put two and two together, put two and two together. I've been working this shift and you come back and my hours get cut. And then I was like, you know what, that's not my problem. Like that's not something like you should be talking to me about. If you have a problem you should go talk to the person that makes the schedule. And then he was like, oh, I know you have nothing to do with it, but I still feel the need to tell you like how I feel. And then I was like, what's the point in like telling me like how you feel if like I can't do anything about it? Like, mind you guys, I don't even know him. Like, he was just like just saying all that, and then like the way he was like, put two and two together, put two and two together. I was like, I don't know why, like when males confront me, like it makes me feel so freaking uncomfortable, girl. Like I don't know why, like I have like this childhood trauma. Like something happened to me when I was like a kid that made me like so scared of men. And like, I'll make another video on that because this one's about to get long already. Like, girl, I haven't even finished my makeup and it's already been 20 minutes. Usually I'm done in like 10 minutes and I still look crusty busty. I just felt like extremely uncomfortable that I started to cry, girl. Like, he did that in front of a customer too. Like, he really did that in front of a customer. And then like, since the customer was there, I didn't want to look like no bitch. So I was talking back to him, like telling him like, that's not my problem. If you have like an issue, go talk to the person that does the go talk to the person that makes the schedule. Just helped that customer, and I closed my freaking register. Like, I literally like turned off my light, put the rope, like, I'm not taking any more customers, and then I walked off. I left his booty to be taking care of the customers all by himself, and then I walked off, and then I saw like my 2 female coworkers, and then I was like, I was like, dude, I feel so freaking uncomfortable. And they're like, why? And then I just started crying because I don't know, like, it just felt like weird for him to be like yelling at me in front of customers for no reason, like something that like I have nothing to do with. Like, how is that my fault that like I come back and like they rather give me hours than you? Like, and then people were telling me like, oh, they're not giving him hours because it's his own fault. Like, he's the one who's hella rude to customers. Like, he's always like like, he's just always saying like inappropriate stuff to customers that's rude. Like, not like inappropriate in like a sexual type of way, like inappropriate, and like he's just hella rude and like racist. I don't know, that's what they say, that like he's like racist towards like Mexicans. And then tell me why, like, he tried apologizing to me. I didn't feel like it was a sincere apology, and I was still like shooketh that he even like confronted me about like something so dumb. Like, why was that like something he needed to like confront me about? Like, why me? Like, because you're jealous that they're giving me my hours back? That honestly, like, every time like I would come into work and he was in the break room, like, I would feel too scared to put my lunch away, because I'd be like, I bring my own lunch and snacks and waters to work, and like I would always be like too scared to leave my waters and food where he could see it, because I didn't want him to like try to poison me, because he was, I don't know, girl, that's where my mind goes. Like, I get too paranoid about everything. Like, I don't trust anybody at all. Like, I'm hella weird. Like, if I leave to go to the bathroom and I accidentally leave my water at the register, I will not drink it when I come back. Like, I have too many trust issues, girl. This is a Jeffree Star gloss. Like, it's supposed to be a clear one, but I use it with like pink like lipstick, so like it naturally gives me a tint now. So ever since then, he's been trying to like talk to me and like be cool with me, and like nothing ever happened, trying to talk to me. And I think that he just is so used to being like rude to people that he doesn't know how to be nice. Like, every time I talk to him, I feel like he's throwing shade, but then I'm like, that's just who he is, and like how he is. Because there was one time he was ringing me up, and then I was like, oh, like, I need to get cash back because I'm gonna let my sister borrow $30. And then he's like, must be nice to have money to lend like that. And then I was like, excuse me, bitch, are you serious? You're gonna make a weird comment right now? Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, he just says like he just says like random things that make me think like, oh, you're still bitter and jealous. Like, we might be watching like the Indiana Jones movie, and like me and my sister like never hang out, because like me and her had just never gotten along. And then there's times that we try to hang out, and like we're like, okay, like we can tolerate each other, and then we hang out like a little bit too often, and then we start getting sick of each other again. Like, it's not that we get sick of each other, it's just that like our personalities are the polar opposite, and like we have different views, perspectives, and opinions, and I think that's where we just clash and bump heads, and then we both just, like, I don't know, I guess we both like get offended because we don't know how to word things. Like, we still haven't learned how to like talk to each other, because like we both think that like the other person's like trying to pick an argument when it's like not the case. Like, I don't know, it's just, when I was younger I used to just like shut my mouth, be quiet, not say anything, and just like keep to myself, keep my head down. But then now that I'm like older, like we've been like in a lot of arguments, so we'll see how today goes.
When I was in my toxic relationship, I had to learn to stick up for myself. So now that I'm an adult, I don't like BS from anybody. I may be crying like right after, but in the moment, I'll be sticking up for myself. So this is the makeup results. And we did go to this restaurant that has a little bar. We got a little Mai Tai and some ceviche and some garlic fries. Girl, not this baby trying to poop in my background. Like, quit ruining my voiceovers. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because we need to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get paid over here. If you watch to the very end, please make sure to leave a purple heart so I know that you made it to the end. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.